was onto that. That sounds like we make it sounds like what we eat.
Absolutely.
Now, the most of the supermarkets
Mm-hmm.
and places where we are outlets where we go to buy food,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, are very accessible to. The foods are high in certain contents,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and well, at least I'm eating something. I can't afford to eat healthy because it seems like you have to be slim, rich, and white to be eating healthy. That's the concept.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that is the concept, but I hear that from some of our people. Like, oh, that's rabbit food. That ain't no real food.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So to kind of cut down on your diet and to start eat more healthily, what's some of the tips or some of the things we can start with in terms of, to get the balance?
Well, I used to do a program called Eat Under a Fiver. So I used to go to the supermarket and I used to get a nutritious meal under £5.
Right, give me some of the little bits that you see that was in your.
So for example, I use things like I come off the traditional rice. So I went into things like quinoa. Okay, and I went into things like chickpeas.
Okay.
And I went into things like lentils.
Why?
Because it's a different kinds of form of because some of us still want that rice kind of feeling in our mouth.
Rice and beef,
but
big and heavy.
You understand? But
Yeah.
again, there's the starch and these kind of things where the rice is white, so it's already bleached, and these are the things that eventually, like, what we got to understand, guys, that nothing happens overnight. It's the constant doing the wrong and eating the wrong things over a period of time that these things happen to us.
Okay.
Like someone say, oh, my blood pressure is high, or this and that, or this and that's going on. I went to the doctor and they say I've got this, and how has it happened to me? That's because over the last 10, 15, 20 years, you've been mistreating your body.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about the supermarkets, it's not in their best interest to keep you well. There's no money in that.
Okay, yeah.
If the whole population was sick-free, there'd be a lot of people losing a lot of money.
Right, okay.
Yeah?
So it's not on them, really. It's on us to kind of sway the way we eat.
It's you as an individual. Like you said, a lot of people might say it costs. Now, this is what I'm saying to you about the frame of mind and how you think. Now, I'm not pinpointing anybody out here, but we all find money on things to spend on. So, for example, you might be a person that likes cars.
Yeah.
So you could be driving a car that's worth 40 grand, and you're paying something like
£300 to £500 a month. The petrol £60 a month.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be a woman that you like going out on a Friday, Saturday nights.
I'm not wearing the same outfit I did last 2 weeks ago.
You know what I mean? You might be into your wigs, so you might want a new wig. You might want your nails done. You know what I mean? You might pay. You might want to buy the most expensive perfume.
Were you trying to say that women can't look good and buy wigs and be good all the time? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm not discriminating any woman out here, you know, bro.
No, the main point I'm getting at is that we find what to spend our money on.
Yes, we definitely.
We always find something to spend our money on.
Yes.
So the point of the matter is, I'm saying is like, there was a saying, health is wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is no good you making all this money, and like I said, you get to a certain age, and now the money that you've saved, you now got to spend it to keep healthy because you've neglected your body. Now, it's best, in my eyes, it's best to be healthy and poor rather than being sick and wealthy.
Okay.
Because eventually that money that you've made, you've got to spend it to keep alive.
Yeah.
You understand? So the thing is we can all sit here and say we haven't got no money, but I'm telling you, from when you've got a job or even got income support or whatever, there'll be things that you're spending money on. So it could be like, say I don't know, say you smoke cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Now a pack of cigarettes is 20 quid.
Yeah.
Now you might smoke 20 cigarettes in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I don't know. Or you might smoke 20 cigarettes a week. I don't know. But imagine if you started cutting down to, well, I'm gonna make these 20 cigarettes last me.
£100 a month.
There you go.
Standard.
There you go. So now you're trying to tell me that £100 a month that you're spending, basically making your health bad. Isn't it better if you use that £100 a month to start, one, educating yourself, and start nutrition yourself a bit better?
Obviously, it would do. Go back to your £5. I've got rice on there. You swapped it with quinoa.
Yep.
Now there's meats that we love our meat. We love our oxtail and oxtail. Right? We love our chicken. We love our beef. Obviously we've got fangs, so I keep on hearing that's why we're born to eat meat. Well, how can I replace them meats with the same kind of,
Well, the thing for me,
texture? Because it seems like it's more texture. For me, I don't really eat the beef. I might
Mhm.
mess around with chicken and fish, but you know what I mean. I don't really eat oxtail and all that. So what do you replace them for? If I wanted to change up my game, my eating game in terms of meat,
Well-
without turning into full-fledged vegan.
well, I think a lot of it is for us. It's not necessarily the meat, it's the flavoring.
Okay.
Because, like I said, if I gave you a chicken with just dash the chicken in a pot and gave you to eat, you'd be like, "No, I'm not eating. It's nasty."
Mm.
That's why we only go to certain takeaways.
Mm.
That's why we only go to certain places, because we like the flavoring that they put on the food.
Okay.
So one of the things I've done years ago was, obviously, I've gone back to the natural seasonings like your thyme, your garlic, your onions, your spring onion. I've gone back to using natural flavoring, but most of it is to get yourself away from so much meat. Is to use the same flavoring that you put on the meat and put them more like on your greens. So you still got that nice flavoring taste that you want.
Yes.
So most of the things I use, my mushrooms, my meat. So that's the thing I eat for my meat mostly is like different kinds of mushrooms. And like I said, I put the spring onion there. I mean, you can get like 3-4 different kinds of onions. When it comes to like veg, there is so many different kinds that you can get. Now, I didn't really know about this until I started venturing into the veg world. When I thought about an onion, all I knew about was a normal onion. Now, when I'm looking, you can get 5 different kinds of onion, and each onion has a different flavor.
Yeah.
The same with, again, like cabbage. When I grew up, I thought there was only one kind of cabbage. You've got like 4 different kinds of cabbage, and each cabbage comes with different flavoring.
Yeah.
So when you start mixing with these different greens and with these different flavors and putting in your own little spices, you're getting that taste that you want. Because really and truly, when it comes to meat, we're eating flavors. That's all. I kid you not. The next time you go, you cook some food, whether it's oxtail, lamb, whether it's chicken, don't put no season on it. Don't put no season on it.
Oh,
And tell me how much if you yam that.
Oh, that'd be called waste of meat.
There you
People need to do that. But in the same sense, I challenge people to, when they're doing their veg separately, put that on a plate first before you put the meat on, and then see how that goes, especially if you season your veg. I see some curry veg going on where I've gone out to certain Indian restaurants and I said, "Now just give me the veg meal," and people are like, "Right," and I've said, "Bro, it's cheaper as well," and it's fulfilled me the same way. So
Of course.
yeah, I think we need to putting challenges out there for people to do, to see where people are, when we're adding on to change.
I mean, sorry, I know before you move on there, I just feel as if like this was another reason as well why I kind of like came off the meat. I travel a lot, and when I realized when I went to different countries, everything came different. Like, for example, the cucumber was only that big. The
size of what, for instance?
Everything was smaller. Like the egg was white. Like everything that when I went traveling in different countries, everything seems to be.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a prescription for people to visualize. We've got these long cucumbers,
long
size
bananas,
of a ruler.
Yeah, all these things. Yeah, they're basically GMO food. They've been modified to look pretty. It's like,
okay.
When's the last time that you've been Asda or any kind of shopping and see like any fruit or veg that looks a bit deformed?
Yeah, no.
Now let's be honest. In the world of a farmer, most of them veg that come out the ground, they're all deformed. They're all funny shaped.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a perfect potato or a perfect this. You know what I mean?
Tomato.
Yeah, it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be like a bit
mutated.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when you're getting these perfect food, it means that they've had to do something for it to look perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing that the creators create that is perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if really and truly, if you go like, and if you're growing apples out in the wild, there ain't gonna be 2 apples that's gonna look the same. You know what I mean? Some of them are gonna look a bit different, and whatnot. You understand?
Yeah, the country apples are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like the time when I grew up as a child, you could get grapes, and grapes had seeds in. When they came out, you don't want seeds because seeds can make your kids choke and the solar stack, and we bought into it.
Bro.
So now we got seedless grapes. Now
seedless limes and lemons.
Well, ask yourself, how can
I did the run in 4 supermarkets in Manchester.
Uh-huh.
Sainsbury's, no, Sainsbury's, Aldi's,
Uh-huh.
Asda, and I think Morrison's.
Mm-hmm.
And I got lines from all of them, and I split them all. Even the grocery, a business that's been in near the Armdale of Manchester for over 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
He cracked one open for me there, and it had no seeds in it.
Well, that shows you once again, and it's all about manufacturing the food that basically they can get it quick. And again, like I says, in my eyes, I call it lab food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I says, from it's not grown from the ground naturally, they're the things that's making us sick.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why it's so important for you to just like, okay, then like, you know, like what they've done now, because I remember years ago, they flipped it. Years ago, buying grapes with seeds was cheaper than buying them without seeds. And then they flipped it, where now buying them with seeds were more expensive than buying the ones without seeds. So eventually you're going to think, well, I'm not going to buy them ones there because these ones are 50 pence, but they're £1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Putting the price on our health once again.
Yeah. And then obviously now you probably can't even get grapes with seeds.
Yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
no,
They're probably non-existent now.
It says seedless grapes on the packet, but there doesn't have one that says seeded grapes.
There you go. So when you mean, you got to think to yourself, let's think about it logically. Now, logically, you're a farmer. How can you make something grow from the ground without a seed? You can't.
Yeah.
That has to be made in a lab.
Yeah, but that's a reason as behind about a lot of us don't care. We just want something. We see some grapes, the red, the green, the tomatoes, the strawberries, a bit of kiwi. Summertime come, we think we're healthy and healthy.
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
We'll chop it up and put it on the plate, get to our use. We're healthy.
Of course, yeah. Well, this is the distraction that we have sometimes, where it's like the thing that we got to look at. Knowledge now. Knowledge is out there for us. It's not like it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Knowledge now is at a fingertip. Now, they say sometimes that, you know, you could grow certain veggies from your windowsill, you know, but again, it takes effort. But you've got to ask yourself really and truly, like, okay, then the journey that you're on, going back to what I was saying to you again, the next 10 years, what you do today is going to affect the next 5 years, the next 2 years, the next 6 years. So whether it's the food, whether it's your mindset, these things are going to affect you. Now, like I said, it's not in the government's interest for you to be healthy. There is no money in a healthy public. It's more better if the public's sick. That way, the government's making money. So it's up to you to, one, educate yourself, two, to start looking at basically where you're going to put your money. And again, there is nothing better than traveling. Like I said, the reason why, coming back to what I was saying, the reason why I come off meat was like, when I went to Jamaica and, you know, I seen the proper sized chickens and I ate the food, it just tasted totally different. And then when I thought about population, I thought, where is it, over 7 billion people in the world? You know what I mean? So when you think about that many people, how have they got the manpower to supply us at a demand with food? Now, let's be honest, you know, Caribbean people love chicken, and we love chicken legs. You know, if you go to a barbecue, there's about 100 chicken legs there. So how are they manufacturing these chicken at that rate that we can eat that much, and making that chicken born and get to a certain age that quick? So that shows me somehow there is something going on funny right now.
See, now you're gonna make people scared of eating food.
It's not my goal.
It's the reality of the food that we're consuming and the kind of the processes of them. Are you saying to me, or what I'm hearing is, we're eating for eating's sake? It's not even doing anything nutrition for us.
It isn't. So that's what I'm saying to you. Like, one, saying to yourself, you're not hungry. You're just eating because the food's there. Yeah. Two, allowing the food to come out your body fully. Yeah. Flush out your body. Yeah. Because your body is like a natural kind of like a filter. Yeah. Okay? So if you allow your body to eat up everything that's inside it, it means that the body's got rid of the waste and it's used what it needed to use. Yeah. But if you're constantly eating, you're not giving your body time enough to flush it all out. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying to you. If the food's already bad and you're eating it in your body, eventually it's not going anywhere. It's gonna have to come out in your body, inside your blood, inside your liver, inside your lung, and it's gonna make you sick. So like, let's look at a car. We know if you got diesel or you got a leaded car, unleaded, and you put the wrong petrol in there, you probably won't get out the petrol station.
Mm-hmm.
because that car has not been built to put that in. Your body's the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep putting these things in your body over time, and you're not giving it time for it to basically get out, release out your body, then it's kind of like you've got like a bag and you just keep putting food in it, keep putting food in it, and a little bit's coming out, but you keep food in it. Eventually, it's just gonna explode.
Yeah.
When it explodes, it's gonna explode inside you, and when it explodes inside you, that's when I said to you, that's when the illnesses start coming. So
Yeah.
the thing that I'm trying to tell people more than anything else, it's not necessary, you must stop eating this. It's you looking at giving your body time for it to get rid of the waste out of your body.
Yeah.
So even if the food isn't nutritious as it was, at least you're allowing your body to do its job.
Yeah.
Because your body is a natural machine.
Yeah.
It's natural. It's natural for it to take what it needs and get rid of what it can get rid of. But if you're not allowing your body to burn up the fats and burn up everything that's inside, then you're not allowing your body to do what it naturally does.
Okay.
So again, I'm not expecting everyone to say tomorrow morning, well, I'm going to stop. It's not about that. It's about you educating yourself in a way to say, okay, then my body is a temple and I've got to find a way to make sure I am trying to treat my body in the best way possible.
Okay. I hear that still. Yeah. So we've discussed mindset, habits, changing, your diet to suit your needs. Now I'm good to go. Summer come up. Either this year or next year, there's a wedding popping off. I want to look my best, but I don't want to go to the gym just yet. And I've seen a lot of things popping around on the internet about fitness, but everyone doesn't look like me. So where's my first point in call in starting in working out? What can I do first things first? I'm in my house. I might go to work. I might be furloughed, or I'll just be starting again. What exercises or what can I be doing? Do I need to order a big weights gym and put it in my kid's spare room? Do you know what I mean? To start, because I ain't got the money for that. Do you know what I mean? But I want to look good, and how comes I won't get fit in 6 months? I've been trying. I've been running. You know what I mean? A day, once a day or something. Do you know what I mean? So
I would say,
do I do in terms of fitness, exercises, getting going? What the energy? Where do I need to be?
Well, I say the first thing that you need to look at is, let's say you drive and you've got small places that you could walk. Start off by walking. Start off by, like you said, instead of driving to the corner shop, walk to the corner shop. Instead of driving to pick up the children, if you know that you can go home and park the car up and still get the kids in time, walk and get the kids. It's about you looking at very small, minute changes.
Yeah, but it's cold and I'm used to driving.
So these are the things, again, what I'm saying to you about your mindset.
Yeah.
If you're gonna always find an excuse to basically make yourself feel better, you're never gonna get on this journey.
Right.
So it's about you taking responsibility. Like when I said to you about self-love,
yes,
self-care,
yes,
self-worth,
yes,
self-esteem, they're all self things.
Yes.
No one else can change them apart from you.
Yeah, for real.
So you've got to say to yourself, the journey that I want to be on is that this is my goal.
Yeah.
I want to be here. Like, if you want to have a summer body, you should be training in the winter times.
Okay.
Not training in the summer.
Yeah.
To get a summer body, you got to start training in like September.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
by summer, you're ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's look at it now. Yeah, we haven't got time on our side. So now we need to look at the little small, minute changes. Okay. Because if we try and do too much too quick, our autopilot's going to come back in. No, I don't want to do this no more.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, use positive. You're giving us something there. Mm-hmm. So instead of like instead of driving to the shop, walk to shop.
You're going to walk to shop. Little small, minute changes.
Little small, minute changes.
Again, like you said, like the thing, like again, portion sizes.
Okay.
Looking at our portion sizes. Looking at saying, okay, then right. If I know that I've got a sweet tooth and I buy biscuits and I buy chocolate, maybe I gotta say to myself, instead of me buying 4 packs of biscuit, I'm gonna buy 2 packs of biscuit, or I'm gonna buy 2 chocolates. And when them chocolates are done, that's me. So now I've got to split up that chocolate or split up that pack of biscuit for it to last me a period of time.
I speak to people about skipping because I've heard that. What's the value of skipping?
Skipping to me is better than basically running, especially if you can mix up the skipping. Skipping is absolutely beautiful, and again, you don't need no space.
Right. Now, I know there's some heavy people that are not comfortable with jumping. They're afraid they might fall on their face. Yeah.
Well,
When I asked them,
don't use a skipping rope.
alternative for skipping.
Alternative is nothing better than basically knee ups. So it's like having your hand the same height as your belly button out in front of you, and try and make try and make your individual knees touch your hand. So you don't move your hand. You keep your hands with the same height as your belly button. Take them away from your body and try and basically jogging on the spot.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, jogging on the spot. But try and get your knees to touch your hands. So remember, you keep your hands the same height as your belly button, and try and get your knees to come up to your hands. The same thing again, like with skipping. You're skipping without a skip rope. Now, one of the things I used to do when I had new clients that was, like you said, scared of skipping, I used to cut the skipping rope in half. So the skipping rope, there was nothing to go under your legs. There's only to have the skipping rope in your hands.
Right.
So you still done the circle motion like you were skipping, but there was nothing under your feet to trip you up.
Right.
Plus, that way you wasn't stopping because the skipping rope was not hitting your feet.
That wasn't an excuse to stop.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So it means that you was now burning the calories that you needed to burn.
Yeah.
You understand? So it just means that you had to cut the skipping rope. So I made sure I had to buy cheap skipping ropes, so I wasn't really cutting them and whatnot. But it's about you looking at minute changes, very small changes. And when you think to yourself, okay, I've got my house now. Okay, I've started the walking. I've started smaller portion sizes. I've started stop buying the chocolates, or I've gone down small on the chocolates. Now the thing is, my house. How can I get fit in my house? One of the things that most people have, they got stairs. You might have 8 stairs in your house. Say, okay then, I'm gonna put my phone on for 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, and I'm gonna do a little circuit where I'm gonna jog up the stairs, bam, 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 back down. Then I might do 10 star jumps. But I might do 5 squats. Now, the thing about this is consistency. Consistency is what makes the change. Now, if I do this 10 minutes every single day, after a period of time, I will start seeing changes. Now, the thing is, where we go wrong is the consistency. After about 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, we're not seeing the results that we want, so we give up. Now, what you got to say to yourself, the position that you're in, how long is it taking you to get into that position? Now, let's say, for example, you're in your 30s and you've not gone gym one day in your life. Since you left school, you've not done nothing.
No.
Yeah?
Well, apart from eat and rave.
There you go.
And
So now if you've been living like that for the last 20 odd years, 30 years, how do you expect for you to do, 2 weeks of fitness 10 minutes ago? How do you expect to see any changes? Now, there will be changes, but there won't be visual changes.
Okay.
So the change could be you got more energy.
Yes.
Inside just feels as if like everything seems to be like a bit more easy. Like I can bend down and pick up something off the floor. You know what I mean? Now I'm not getting out of breath when I walk up these stairs.
Okay.
So there will be minute changes. The frame of my body, maybe when I take off my clothes, might not look any different, but inside my body there will be changes going on. Do you understand? Now it's with anything. Now, instead of me doing 10 minutes, imagine if I've done 15 minutes now.
Okay. Yeah.
And imagine if I've done 15 minutes every single day now, as well as my portion sizes was less. I stopped eating the chocolate. I put away the biscuits. I was walking instead of driving. Now, all these little minute changes that I'm doing now will start having an effect on myself.
Must.
You understand?
Yes.
So it's all about these little small changes with everything that I do, not just one thing. And also understanding that, everything takes time. Everything takes time. I think if you're looking to really and truly see a shift in your body, you should be giving yourself at least, 14 weeks, 15 weeks. So you're looking at like 3 months to really see a massive. Now you can get it before then.
So that's seasonal, because there's every quarter is 3 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we always go through 4 seasons.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you got to look at it, right? Because like I said, first thing is my diet. Like a lot of people like to eat out. Now, when you're eating out, you don't know how much sugar and how much salt are in these foods. So they're the things. Well, you can't keep an eye on the calories. Now, one of the things that I said to you before early on in this, where I cook, and I bring my food with me to work, and the things I use is a certain size. So whatever I cook has to fit inside them little tubs. So I know basically once I've had my breakfast in that tub, I'm not eating nothing else again until 1 o'clock. And then once I've eaten from 1 o'clock, that's got to last me till maybe 5 o'clock, or maybe I don't eat. Like I said, I don't eat again.
Yeah.
Until the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I said, I have my portion sizes, you know. So now I've got my portion size right. I say to myself, okay, this is why I get up at 4 o'clock. So when I get up at 4 o'clock, I spend a little bit of time of basically looking at my financial status. How can I change that? When I look at jumping on a course that can make myself better, I can bring more value to the marketplace.
Yeah.
Then after that, I say, okay, then I do 15 minutes training. Then from there, I do a little 10-minute meditation. Then after that, basically, I jump in the shower, get myself ready. I'm off to work. So
How you find time to do all these things in one day?
because
Some people don't even find time to fold up the clothes that was on the hanger from last night because I'm gone again.
Well, this is what I'm saying to you about. It's so important to discipline is something that we need to introduce. Now, when I was a child, I hated the term discipline. Discipline to me was
Restriction.
you should not do this, blah, 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 blah. When I got older, I realized that discipline, without discipline in your life, it's like you're living a suicide life. Now, once you got discipline in your life, that's when it's a game changer moment. Because now you can say to yourself, okay, then I am going to go to bed at 10 o'clock. Or I'm going to go to bed at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah.
So someone will say to me, oh, you not watched that movie on TV last night? No, because I was in bed. Oh, you're boring you. Now, it might be boring to you, but me going to bed at 10 o'clock allows me to get efficient sleep so I can get up at a time.
And that's another point in terms of exercises in the house is workout. We've got a Netflix where it gives us an hour and we might take a little bit and take another hour. So we've got at least an hour in the evening where we've got the energy to sit down and watch that.
Absolutely.
Crunches, a lot of time people are talking about their gut, their belly. They want that six-pack eventually. What kind of work can they do in their house to help them shrink their abdominal area?
Well,
Help shrink it.
Well, even like that, say, okay, like you said, you're watching your favourite soaps. 9 times out of 10, that soap, well, nowadays they don't even have advertisement anymore because now we've got the Netflix that cut out advertisement.
You can pause it.
Yeah, so this is the thing we say. I said, okay, then, right, as I'm watching my favourite programme, I'm going to give myself a look at, every now and again, I'm going to drop down and do it and just have a look at 10 sit-ups and then sit back on the settee. Again, it's everything out here is a mindset. It's about you understanding that if you want, all right, check this out. We tend to have a mindset to get the things that we think makes us happy. I call them small-term fixes. But when it comes to the long-term fixes, we don't want to put work in for them. But the short-term fixes means that when I'm going out, I need to look pretty. I need to make sure I'm ready. You know, I need to make sure I got my outfit. They're short-term fixes. The long-term fix is saying, okay, then I want to feel healthy inside. So now I'm giving this program an hour of my time. Every 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to get down and give myself a look at 10 sit-ups. Now remember, like I said, you can't do 100 sit-ups a day, but if you've done them in sets of 10s, you could. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
So you do them in small steps, you eventually get there.
Yeah, good little breakdown still. Okay, if anyone wants more information, where can we find out what you do on the daily? 30 seconds.
Well, I'm on most every social media platform. I go by The Game Changer. So I'm on WhatsApp. Sorry, not WhatsApp. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Like I said, you can. I'm not far. I'm in the community. So you know what I mean. If you can't get hold of me, you must get somebody that knows me and contact me. But like I said, I'm on mostly every social media platform as The Game Changer. That's THA Game as in gate, GAME, and it's The Game Changer, and it's CHAGA Game Changer. So again, guys, look out for me. And give me a holler, man, definitely.
Oh, it's a nice one.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.